Hello, everyone.
Hello,
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching us from. All right. Once again, we would like to welcome you to
the
the Joseph Podcast. Thank you so much
Thank you for always showing up. Thank you for the support and the love. We do not take it for granted. God bless you for joining us again on this episode.
All right. So, today's episode is going to take a little bit of twist. So, we've been this particular topic and some other topics that are in our schedule to talk about have actually been pending for a long time, and this one is one that is key to us because we target memorial, being that it was an experience for us, and so we picked up one or two pointers during the course of this process, and we just thought about having to share it to in quotes newbies in this phase. And this topic today is tagged our first year in marriage. So basically the aim is to highlight those things that nobody told us before we got married. It's one thing to go through marriage counseling.
Not just what nobody told us. They told us, but it felt much real.
Actually, it's many times there are some things that are best experienced rather than taught. As far as even this podcast can go, there are many things that we
You will
can
not even really grasp on this.
we can talk,
Yeah.
we can say it, but you might not fully understand it until you begin to experience them.
True.
When you come into the experience, only then can you now become a master of it. Yes, and now I think over time, in our short time in marriage, I've started understanding why many times single people come to where married people are, and they are saying a lot of things. You just see married people, they are not just ready to answer you. They just
When you enter.
when you enter. It's easier said than done actually. So we're going to be highlighting some of the pointers, and we pray that it helps someone's decision, it helps someone's home, and enjoy the podcast, enjoy the session. All right, so for the first one, one of the things that we learned it took us quite a number of months, but then we came into that knowledge was that it takes at least take note of the word I'm using, at least 3 to 5 years in marriage for you guys to understand each other fully. What it implies is that many times you think because you and your partner have gone out on 1 or 2 dates, and then you guys went on a movie night, and you guys went on a dinner, you actually assume that you know this person. Probably maybe you guys spend so much time. If you are young and patient like I am, probably maybe you did a lot of midnight calls with MTN then, and then you always do all of those things, and then you guys spoke for like hours. Probably you spoke 3, 4, 5 hours then. In fact, at some point you were mistaking your love language to be quality time because you felt like you guys were talking so much and then you were knowing so much about each other. Yes, this particular one highlights even people like this. By this I'm saying when you come into marriage, you'll assume that you've known so much about your partner.
True.
Not realizing that these are two different persons from different backgrounds entirely, coming to meet each other with different perception about life. And because of it, you will assume, that's the word, you will assume that there are some certain things because you guys have probably spoken about it within a call, or so you think now you figured out, not realizing that there has to be an experiential knowledge of these things.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, one of the lessons too I learned is that the first year of marriage scripts out fantasies so that real love can start. I don't know how, but it just dawns on you that actually you're actually married to a human being. And this, I don't know, I think I'm coming from the women point part of it. This idea, this fantasy of holding hands, walking down, always being in love at all times, it begins to dawn on you that marriage is more of commitment than fantasy. Now you begin to see this person that you had this dreamy idea about with in his or her lowest form. That's a total different view. You begin to see that, oh, this person doesn't handle situations the way you will handle it. Now you begin to learn this person anew. Not even if you dated for 5 years, even if you dated for a very long time, in marriage you see things from a clearer point of view. Now this person is not handling the situation you in the way you will handle it. Now you begin to give room for errors for this person. You begin to choose this person over and over again. You begin to understand this person again in marriage, and it will just, you understand that there are some nights where, okay, this night is very long, or like it's silence all through the room, and you'll be like, but this is not what I imagined now. This is not what I imagined. You begin to see different stress. There are nights you'll be stressed and he is just there looking at you like he doesn't even know what to say or how to help you out of it. You begin to understand each other anew. So in first year of marriage, it scrapes out fantasy and bringing you to the realization that marriage is about commitment.
Another thing again that we learned, this one was actually very strong, is that love, honor, and respect are not predicated upon your feelings.
Yeah.
They now move to becoming conscious decisions. Do you understand? Conscious actions. For before you guys will probably enter into the marriage, I love you. In fact, it's very, very direct to the point where you can be on a call and then you now hear things like, you've not said I love you. The person now says, I love you. Many times when you now step into the marriage itself, it moves from becoming a feeling to becoming a conscious action. Everything you do becomes a conscious action. It's no longer predicated upon your feeling. Why am I saying so? I think she highlighted a little bit of it, is that there are many nights where your feelings will not expect you to say things like that. Let me put it in fact. There are many nights where your feelings will not even expect you to talk. It's as strong as that. Because there are times where you come back home, you're stressed, the realities of life, the responsibilities that you come under, irrespective of the fact that probably you were waiting for them. The responsibilities you come under never really gives you a chance to become all romantic. You understand? So it becomes a very conscious act. You become very, very conscious about everything. You become very conscious about telling your partner how much you love them. You become very, very conscious about having to plan for gifts. You become very, very conscious about having to show your emotions. While she was speaking about something earlier on, you become conscious about it. Things like, for example, holding your partner in the hand. Things like keeping them the proper side of the road when you walk with them. There are some basic actions you consciously take up. You don't now do it based on the fact that you feel this is right or this is what should be. You now do it because this is what you are conscious about, to make your partner consistently feel good about themselves close to you.
You see that phrase where you are dating and you always tell your partner, I will always make time for you, I will do this for you. It becomes conscious in marriage because there will be a lot of distractions. There will be a lot of weighing down. There will be a lot of things that can weigh you down. So at that point, you will now discover that being in love doesn't make it easy. It doesn't make it easy. It means you have to, you see that conscious effort in marriage, oh my God, you will take it serious. you will have to take it serious. You have to wake up each day choosing this person again, telling yourself, oh yes, I choose this person again. Like I said before, you have to make rooms for errors. Like when you are planning the day, that when you're scheduling for your day, just create one area for, okay, in case if he makes errors today or if he goes out of line, yes, make room, make just keep space for that for the day, because yes, they can get on your toes unconsciously.
This might sound mechanical, it might sound funny, but we've come to learn over time that having to watch other people's marriage, having to watch some TV shows, some social media matters that pop up, we got to realize that many people that come to say things like, I fell out of love, I no longer feel this way about people. This is partly one of the issues that spring up many times. Most people don't know these informations. They don't know. So they assume that every day or every day of your life in the marriage has to be have to be full of fantasies. You see, the same way I saw you from the first day and there were butterflies in my tummy. The reality, like I said many times, in fact, it becomes even more tedious, let me use that word, when you start having children. When children come into the picture, then your consciousness has to actually double up, because now many people forget. Again, we had a child around our second year of marriage, so it becomes, these decisions, like I said, it becomes more conscious, because if you are not careful, many people over time channel the love to their child and forget their partner. So again, like I said, when we talk about you being conscious, we're actually serious about you being conscious, because life happens, and because if you are not careful, you might get carried away in the whole process of life, and by the time you turn back to look at your partner, the feelings are no longer strong again. So you have to be very conscious. Go for seminars together, do business together, make plans together, all of these things, do things together. It has to be very, 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 very conscious.
It creates one special kind of bond when you always don't keep your partner out of your business and say, oh, this is for me. No, we are not saying he or she should overtake it when you are trying to build something for yourself. No, but make sure you're always a team. And this brings me to my next point is, you see, after that your wedding night, that your wedding ceremony where everybody was with you and they're telling you, we're here for you, we love you, all those things, in the first year of marriage, you begin to realize that it is actually you and me.
Why did I not say this one first? I think this was my first lesson. So in fact, this was the first thing I learned on my wedding. Precisely immediately after my wedding, like this. That was the first lesson I learned. I was like, oh my God.
It's just the both of you. And you. Those people will not be around in 2 a.m. when you guys are trying to overcome a very serious boundary obstacle in your marriage. They won't be there by 2 a.m. where there is nobody else to cry on but on him. They won't be there by that midnight time where both of you are holding your hands and you're praying and you're believing God about something. They won't be there. It is just the both of you. So that's another lesson I learned.
In addition to this, because now I'm speaking from the place of being a man. it's kind of, sometimes it can be like it's both of you. But if there's another thing again I learned is that you see God. That's all I can say. It's totally God all the way. If there's one thing that has been a vital pointer for me, it's God. You see, people have opinions. People have their wisdoms. People have what to say.
The real wisdom.
I sincerely was meditating over this session this morning. The funny thing, I just kept thinking about it, and I kept thinking about the entire process before marriage. Kept thinking of my life before marriage, I get thinking of a lot of things, and I realize, man, wow, I've really gone a long way. And if there's anything or anybody that I can say that maintains consistency within all of this period, then it's God. It's God. It's God. It's God, because people will fail you. Even, let me tell you the reality, the most painful part, even you will fail you.
Yes.
Even you will fail you. You know that point where you make plans, you have everything under your logic, life has to go like this, life has to go like this, and then you realize life never wants to go the way you plan. I wish somebody can really see my heart and understand how sincere I am right now. And life just never wants to go the way you plan, as at the first few years, and then you have to understand that thing comes to a very high level of understanding that, see, God, you just have to help me. And then you realize that everybody for some very funny reasons, either they are very far, they are not reachable, or they are not willing to help you. And then you realize that the only person that is just there for you is God. So this part, nobody really tells you. Nobody tells you this one particularly. So one other area that I have come to understand is this. You may be prepared for the responsibilities, but nobody tells you that it might actually still be overwhelming. I think I was having a discussion with somebody one certain time, and while we're talking, I was telling the person some certain things. This one even particularly about my marriage, but I was just trying to talk to the person. I think I was trying to preach, and I think I was preaching to somebody in a school, and the person was telling me we're not talking about marriage at some point, and the person was saying, no, I have to get ready, prepare, do all of these things, and all. And I was like, you can never be too prepared for marriage. You can never be too prepared. There's nothing about this concept where people make statements like, I want to be ready. The question is, when are you ever going to be ready? And let me tell you the reality that most people don't tell you. For most people that actually think there's a point where you actually get very ready, you can actually be prepared, but I promise you it will still be overwhelming.
Yes.
To still be overwhelming, because let me tell you the reality that dawns on everybody. Let me tell you that reality that dawns on everybody. It's easy for you to tell somebody, I love you and I want to spend the rest of my life with you. But then when the time actually comes to spend the rest of your life with them, that becomes overwhelming, because now you realize that, see, it's just me and you for the rest of our life. There is no my mom said, there is no my dad said, there is no this is what my mom thinks, there is no this is what my brother thinks, there is no I think we should ask my sister, there is no family meeting, or let us see if we can inquire for one or two persons about this. There is just you and me together for the rest of our life. If we take wrong decisions, we take it together. If we take good decisions, we take it together. I promise you, it can get overwhelming at some point. It might not be said. Most persons will never want to tell you that this is the issue. They keep it in their mind, because, hey, who wants to tell you that they are feeling awkward about this instance, or when they made a vow, but then they are still shocked, like, oh, I really will leave my father at my mother's house and come and stay with you.
Oh my God, I cried on my wedding. After my wedding ceremony, I looked at my mom, I was like, oh.
It's actually funny. It's actually funny. But most people don't realize that, in fact, the first few issues you're going to have, you might think it's going to come from the fact that, hey, this person, you're being dirty, you're not organized, you're not this, you're not that. I like my things being kept like this, I like it being kept like this. It's a lie, you're overwhelmed. You're overwhelmed. And
you cannot cry, mommy.
You cannot cry, mommy. this episode, I'm telling you this episode because it's being real. But yes, I'm being sincere. Nobody tells you this part, but then there are ways you can actually deal with it. And it's having to understand that in periods like this, yes, keep your partners close, don't push them away. You understand? Many people at times like this seek to want to go back to their home. So you see them making some careless actions like for the lady, you see the lady many times start telling you, I want to go and visit my people. And necessarily, I want to go and visit my people. The guy starts telling you, The guys start telling you things like, I want to see if I can hang out with some of my guys. I want to go and see some of my guys. I still feel like, let me just go and see them. No, don't follow me. Don't follow me. I want to, times like that. You do things like this, and you don't realize how much is pushing you back. Do you understand? So again, the way to just handle it when you come to seasons like this is just basically stick with your partner, come close to them. In fact, that loneliness you think you feel is not real, but you think you feel it. That I think life has hit me, I'm all alone, I have to stick with this guy, is not real. It's just the new ground that is telling you that thing. So what you do is that just come closer to your partner and get to talk to them, and I promise you won't feel that way again. Alright, so one other thing is that marriage doesn't break you. Actually, marriage forms you.
Yes.
What marriage does is that marriage teaches you how to be more responsible about your life and about the life of people. So it makes you prepared. And then finally,
the last pointer,
yes. And this pointer is a myth that we actually want to break. And what is this myth?
Sex.
Is that sex is not everything. Yes, sex is not everything. And permit me to say that to a major extent, sex can actually solve 20% of the problems that will ever come up in marriage, because they are real problems. Sex can, when problems actually arise, there are problems that money can deal with. There are problems that sex can deal with. There are problems that conversations we deal with, and there are problems that silence
and just being there
we deal with. You need to understand these levels at the point. Don't assume
situation like prayers.
There are some situations. There are many situations that prayers we deal with. Many times a lot of people come into the concept of thinking when we get married. I've seen people that think, hey, let's hold ourselves till we get married, and when we finally get married, or we're just going to be doing. No, abstinence is good before marriage. I'm not talking down it. Don't misunderstand my point. Please don't pick this for all those social media bloggers. Don't pick this and get the wrong notion. What I'm just trying to say in this context is this: there are many people that have run with that mentality of thinking, because we never had sex before marriage, or now coming to marriage, we have sex every day. I promise you, you won't. Let me break that idea for you so that you understand. I promise you. Even when you think you want to plan for it, there's every tendency you might still not, because there are many times where like we've highlighted over time, situations that are bigger than that will spring up, that are bigger than sex can actually
But
deal
we're not saying that you won't prioritize that because it is necessary.
We put it in calendar.
Don't joke with it.
The same way you plan for date nights, you actually plan for it. It's actually necessary. Like I said, it solves 20% of the challenges.
Let's put it, because good sex is good. So let's give it some accolades.
No problem. So like she said, give it some accolades. So let's raise the bar. Let's raise the bar to like 30%. But again, it's not the majority, is what we're trying to highlight. It's not the majority. Don't think every day will be a fantasy where all you just want to do is just hey, marriage is way real than just two people wanting to come together and just sleep with each other. No, because the funny thing is that even while you are having the sex, I promise you, there are decisions that you will take even while you are there. I promise you, there are decisions you will take while you are there. Either you are taking it to the fact of where you are thinking on how to create a life, or you are thinking of the fear of having to create a life. And how much you are being very calculative. See, anything we do, is it now? Do we do this? Do we do this? Are you sure? That's why I said it's not going to be everything. So
don't worry, there was a section for sex.
You don't really want to press too further into some of this, but we believe you get the point. You understand? So these are some of the things that we learned in our first year. Alright, so Thank you guys so much
Thank
for
you so much.
your time, and please do also subscribe, like, share, comment. We don't know if you know that for every single time you get to like a post, every other more people get to see that content. So that's why many times we implore that please you get to like the post and share them so that more persons can see this. You don't know the life and the home you'll be saving by introducing this content to them. So thank you so much. If you've been doing that, thank you, really appreciate. Thank you so much. And until next time,
See
we
you
love
in the
you.
next episode
Thank you so
of
much.
the
God bless you.
podcast. Bye.
Bye.